Right, joining us on this to discuss this is Oladele Oyelode, Director General of Tinubu Shetima Ambassadors. Good to have you join us in the studio, Oladele.
Thank you very much.
I listened to you there. You talked about orientation of technocrats, particularly those you said were imported. Let me use that word. I mean, from what are you practically saying? They don't understand the workings of the party, or what are you basically saying there when you talk about reorientation of some of those in the government?
Yeah, actually we all know that appointments of the president official is in the prerogative of the Mr. President. And when you are appointing the technocrats that are not politicians, they may not know the organogram of the party, the doings of the party, whereby it will definitely affect the party members. So what we are trying to say is that the party structure of the All Progressive Congress needs to orientate the appointees, most especially the technocrats or some of the appointees that came from foreign lands, due to the fact that maybe the president needs them as an appointee in the country. So they need to be reorientated very well in a way that they will be able to give back to the party, so that party members who work assiduously for Tinubu Shetima in 2023 will also be benefited in the doings of the government.
So this is where the ambassadors, is that where they're coming?
Yeah, actually we came to call the attention of Mr. President and Vice President on the post-election neglect of our group. We have a lot of support group that work for the president during the campaign period in 2023. And our own support group is one of the organic support group, organic members of the party, which was created in 2022. And is more or less the condensation of the National Assembly Progressive Legislative Heads. So in which we formed that part, the group in support of Shetima, because the group was initially Shetima ambassadors. But when we visited the Vice President in 2022, as a support group, so he was very happy and he told us that, okay, this group is very organized and it's well rooted. So the best thing is to add the name of his principal. That's when we know that his loyalty is unquestionable to Tinubu. He said the name of Tinubu needs to appear in our support group. So he said we should change it to Tinubu Shetima Ambassadors. So immediately he called our patron, distinguished Senator Mohammed Sani Musa, and the senator called us that, why will you create a group in the name of the vice president alone? Make sure you had the name of the president. So that's why we changed it after we have designed all our campaign materials. So we have to left it behind and redesign another one. So we had it Tinubu Shetima Ambassadors. So we created that group in support of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and distinguished Senator Kashim Shetima, because we believe that the executive legislative experience is very needed in the governance of the central governance. So immediately after the election, we believe and we hope that, considering our structure nationwide across the 774 local governments in the country, we believe we believe that we're supposed to have at least an appointee among our members. So, but since 2023, we didn't have that privilege, so we need to speak out.
Okay, so that's when you say, because I was thinking, when you say abandoning, what your expectations really are.
Yeah, the expectation is appointments, involvement in the government, because we have many, most of our members are also PhD holders, they are master's holders, and they have a lot of experience.
But everybody cannot be in the government. And one would have thought, are you then saying that if you didn't play if you're not giving an appointment or something pecuniary or office doesn't come, then there will be no need for your support? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not possible. We asking for what you think you deserve does not mean that you are fighting the system. No. The need for us is just to ask. If we are giving, fine. If we are not, we are still in the party. That's why I said we are organic member of the party. You know, assuming that we have been in the party before, we have attained a particular position before now, there is no need of, voicing out. But we have been in the system, we are working for the party, and the support groups are just there without any recognition, without any involvement, without any appointment, which is not done.
When you talk about abandoning, neglecting, and what you're expecting, I do not hear you talk particularly about service to the people that matter, the electorate.
Yeah, if you are pregnant, you have to give birth to what you are pregnant of. So if you have something within you that you need to deliver, if you are not in the position to do that, there's nothing you can do. For instance, now as a group, we have a splinter group, the Tinubu Shetima ambassador. We created the ALGAN, that is Advocacy for Local Government Autonomy, was created by Tinubu Shetima ambassador, because the policy of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and distinguished Senator Kashim Shettima, the vice president, concerning the local government autonomy was one of our best policy of Mr. President. So we created the ALGAN, which is the Advocacy for Local Government Autonomy, whereby we are advocating for all the state governors to accept that policy and make sure that it works, because that is the only solution for this country. And I believe that if that policy were fully implemented and adhered to by the governor and the chairman, I think the country will be in order. So as a group, the Tinubu Shetima ambassador, if we are talking of all the policies of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I think we can mention the local government autonomy as the best policy so far since 2023. So that's why we set up that splinter group, the Advocacy for Local Government Autonomy in Nigeria.
Okay, to effect, because even the governors seem to be fighting.
See, that's the problem. The governors are the problem of the country. I must say that openly, because the policy are there. We have 3 tiers of government. If we have the governor, we have the president, we have the local government chairman. So assuming that we have all those tiers on ground functioning properly, we will not have problem, because the local government autonomy being stipulated by the president is an antidote to the removal of fuel subsidy. That is just it. For instance, my local government in the month of February, Ayedire local government in Osun State, received 380-something million naira. And in more than 12 years now, you cannot see a local government chairman constructing a road, doing anything. So there is nothing working. So the best thing is for the governors to accept that. If my local government can earn that amount, and with our group, the Advocacy for Local Government Autonomy, we find out that in my local government, the workforce, the salary for the workforce in my local government is approximately 30 million naira. So you can see that if they are paying local government 30 million naira,
that will go well.
Remove it from the total sum that they remove, they still have over 300 million naira.
All right.
So you can see they can toy with the money and achieve a lot. So our group is calling on the president to look into
implementing that.
Implement that and make sure that our group member is also involved in the appointees.
All right, we'll leave it there. Oladele Oyelu, the director, DG of Tinubu Shetima Ambassadors. Good to have you chat with us in the studio.
Thank you very much.